I am gonna try a new setup, kind of a new thing. And I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Here, let me try this real quick. So bear with me for just a second. If you're catching this on the rewind, please feel free to fast forward and know that I appreciate you hanging out with me for a little bit. I am actually going to do some bagging and boarding. It is Sunday afternoon, and actually Sunday evening. My kiddo is uh, at a friend's birthday party on a Sunday, which I thought was weird. We're going to do some of my keys. See if I can do this. There. Hey, Barry. How's it going, buddy? I'm trying to a new thing. I got my computer right here. I got my phone right here. Hey, Hunter. Good to see y'all. Thank you for coming in. I'm gonna show off some comic books. So the deal is I printed off a bunch of my cheat sheets that I like to put in the back of my comic books, and I had the stack of comic books to my right. So what I thought I would do, as opposed to one of my just videos where I show off my books, I would actually just do it while I'm doing it. I hobby pretty hard on the weekends. You know, my son is not into sports, and if he is, if he doesn't have anything to do, anything going on, he's usually cool to just play video games and lounge and hang out. So I usually have free time on the weekends if I'm not working, which is very nice. It really is. Hey, Robert, good to see you. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I have some supplies. I've been meaning to do this for a while. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pull out. Oh dang! I just realized something. I'm gonna find these books. I'm gonna show off some of these covers with the minor keys. I'm gonna go ahead and just bag everything up and get it put away. It's been a couple weeks since I've played with comic books, and I need to get them sorted and put away. Oh, but the big question is where do I start? All right. Hold on a second. You know, I just realized is that this one is this one has a small key in it, and when it was a free comic book day book, and they stapled their business card to it. Come on, guys. What the heck? Don't staple it. Okay, now I'm not going to bag those up. Oh, that's such a bummer. That is such a bummer. But I have one that doesn't. Hey, Bill. Man, thanks for stopping in. Okay, so here we go. Let me find some of these books. Looking for New Avengers 4. Man, I thought these were going to be in order. Thought these were going to be in order. Hold on, this might be it. Yes. Okay, cool. I think I might have figured it out. All right. So what I usually do, I'll just cut out my little cheat sheet. Let me show you. So this one is, this was a free comic book day from 2023. It's the Avengers X-Men #1. This one has the first appearance of Captain Krakoa, and first appearance of Wyn, W-Y-N. Don't know exactly who it is, but I do like the cover, so that's pretty nice. So let me bag it up. I have some ready to go already. So what I do is I take my cheat sheet, pretty simple, and I'll fold it so there's no overlap. I will put it on the back side of the book, like so. And that is it. Well, if I can get it in. Sometimes I don't want to go in. Sometimes you got to get a little creative. So how's everybody's weekend going? Yeah, so I mean, I think it's great, and it's not something that I used to do. And I saw another member of the community do it on some of their books. And when I started going through my books to figure out what I was going to thin out, I'm like, I should do that too because it's so easy to lose track of it. So I just used Key Finder and looked up every single book because I found keys that I didn't realize were keys. Um, and I actually found a couple valuable books I didn't even know I had, which is super fun. Get a little blue tape on the back. Ta-da! And then I'll separate them. So I'll put all my Marvels together. I'll do my DC together. I'll do my Independents and others together. And then I kind of have like a box or two of valuable books. And then some of my DCs and Marvels are split out. Like I have two short boxes that are just Superman. Yeah, that's how I do it. Still, I have too many books. All right, so this should be this one. This is Free Comic Book Day 2024 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the first appearance of Night Watcher. Not bad. I do like Ninja Turtles. Sucker for the 90s Ninja Turtles, especially the toys. Man, when I was a kid, it was a big deal to have those. But I didn't have very many. But I really liked the old Nintendo game a lot. My next door neighbor had it. Hey, Dale. You have some of those Archies? That's cool. From the 50s and 60s? Man, that's really cool. So let's see if I get it in there. Dale, today I am, instead of just doing a whole separate video, I thought I would just do a live and bag up and my labeled books. So if there's no like small key or anything in it, I don't label them. I just separate them and keep them by publisher for the most part. But if they are somewhat significant for whatever reason, I give myself a cheat sheet on the back. Now the cheat sheet tells me the title, the publisher, the year it published, who was written by, the artist. Sometimes it has the cover artist if there's a different cover artist, and I leave myself notes. Like this one says, first appearance of Night Watcher. So, not too bad. Hey, still only 35 cents. Australia, right? Aren't you in Australia? So you're 12 hours behind me, I think. So it's 9:30 p.m. on Monday. Hope you had a good Monday. I'm already dreading my Monday. It's going to be a long day. Hopefully yours wasn't that bad. All right, Deadpool Wolverine. Here we go. Deadpool Wolverine #1, written by Joe Kelly, art by Adam Kuber. This is the first appearance of Delta and the introduction of Wade Wilson #3. And just a fun cover. Let's face it, that's just a fun cover. You are in the future. I bet you get jokes like, tell me the lottery numbers all the time, which probably gets really annoying. If you could just tell me the lottery numbers, that would be great. So I do have a friend that's in Australia, and I like to hear all his sayings that we don't use over here. He just said one today, and I forgot what it was, which basically meant he was exhausted when he got home from work. But gosh, I forgot what he said. It was funny though, and he's in Perth, and apparently it is very hot in Perth. He was not happy. And I get it. I'm in Texas. It's always hot. Except for right now, which is literally freezing. Unusual. All right. Here we go. Gunslinger Spawn. Super cool right here. I'm going to show you the back of this one too. This is a variant. Jason Sean Alexander did the cover. Came out in October 2021, of course, written by Todd McFarlane, art by Brett Booth. This is the premiere issue of the second Spawn Universe title featuring the Gunslinger. Yeah, I like that one. I like the back too. That's just fun. Just fun. I will 100% admit that I got this book because Durs loves Gunslinger Spawn so much. I'd never read it before. Pretty good. Pretty good. Durs is an influencer. Cost me $6 or whatever it is. But pretty sweet cover, I think. Do I collect any 60s and 50s comics? I mean, if I have them. I'm trying to think if I have anything from the 50s. I don't think so. I certainly have some stuff from the 60s. But nothing. Maybe like one random comic book from the 50s, like an Archie, or like something really weird, like Three Little Pigs, or something. I know I have something from the 50s, but it's not certainly anything I have a whole lot of. I do have a decent amount of 60s stuff. Never enough though, right? Let me find that one. There we go. Okay, here's the next one. This is Free Comic Book Day 2023, Dawn of DC, Night Terrors, and number 1, May 2023. First cameo appearance of Insomnia. Too bad. I got a little advertisement for the movie on the back. Hey, Warren. Good to see you, buddy. I am cheating. I don't know if this is cheating. Instead of doing a whole separate video showing off all of the books of my little keys, I thought I would do a live, and two birds in one stone, right? So I have to put all these things together and get my cheat sheets to the right book, and then just thought it'd be a kind of a fun way. One of the things I was going to try to do more in 2025 is do some more lives, because it's not necessarily in my comfort zone. I don't feel like I'm very good at them. And so I feel like if I force myself to do them more often, then it'll become easier. So that is one of the things I wanted to work on this year. That's not a bad cover. Wonder Woman looks a little irritated there. Yeah. All right. What is this? Oh, I know what this is. All right, so this one's interesting. Did I do? I just did one. I think we have multiple. One of the things I like to do on New Comic Book Day is grab titles I've never heard of just to give them a shot. And I always go with my son, so we'll get kids titles too. So we'll read those together and see what he likes, and sometimes he likes them and sometimes he doesn't. This one is called Galaxy, the Prettiest Star. 2022 Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day, written by Jadzia Axelrod, art by Jess Taylor. But this is the first appearance of Galaxy, and you're like, well, why do we care about Galaxy? I just thought it was interesting because it's the first like, um, how do I don't know how to put it. The first, I don't know, Galaxy is a boy and a girl at the same time, apparently. I haven't read it yet, so I just thought that was interesting that they worked that in. And I guess it's the first time DC's done it, so I was like, I guess that's significant. I guess it's noteworthy. So there we go. There we go. I don't know how Galaxy identifies. I'm not good at that stuff. Not that I don't care. It's just that I'm not hip enough to keep up with all the goings on there. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, Young Jedi Adventure is definitely some that we got from our son. I got one for me to keep pristine and one for him to tear up and read and enjoy. This is May 2024. No, 2023, sorry. Oh man, what's this 2024, 2023? I have a typo. Let me fix that typo. I'm pretty sure it's 2024. 2024. This is the first appearance of Kai Brightstar of Nubs and Liz Soleil. Because we love Star Wars books, I have noticed that basically every Star Wars comic book has a first appearance of some new character. It's actually kind of ridiculous. I don't know. Like, will these ever be significant? Maybe if they make a cartoon. But it's a first appearance, so we bag and board them. Bag and board them. And we actually keep our Star Wars comic books separate also. My son loves them so much. He's progressed past the comic books and he's going for the full-on adult books at this point. And he's been reading a series. I don't even remember the name of the series, even though we've read quite a bit of it together. But he's on the third book of that series, that trilogy. And it's okay. I will tell you that Star Wars books are difficult to read because I have a hard time with all the names. Like the character names, the planets. It's just hard to read. And he'll read ahead because it's for school. That's the book he picked for school, or books he picked for school. And so catching up sometimes and trying to figure out what's going on, also kind of difficult. All right. Oh, that would suck, Warren. I'm sorry. I did not have anything like that, but I did go through a period where I sold off most of my collectibles, and I do miss. I do kick myself for getting rid of a bunch of those books. This one is Teen Titans Annual. I do like the Teen Titans. They're pretty fun. My nephew was a big fan, and so he kind of got me into them. And then my son liked the cartoon. I think my nephew probably liked the cartoon before he liked the comic books. But classic art right here. This is number 3, Tales of the Teen Titans Annual number 3, July 1984. Art by George Perez right there. You gotta make a footnote there. This is the second appearance of Dick Grayson as Nightwing, and this is has the death of Terra. Come on, Dick Perez. That's always fun. actually didn't realize Nightwing went back to the 80s. I thought Nightwing was a late 90s adaptation of Dick, so I thought that was funny. Or interesting, not funny. Learn something new all the time. All right, this is Excalibur 125, Marvel, of course, October 1998. Written by Ben Rabb, art by Alan Davis. But this is the final issue, and this is the marriage of Captain Britain and Megan. Heck yeah, man. Comic card. I still have a bunch of my comic cards. I kept all my cards, but did not keep my books for some reason. They took up more room, and living in little apartments and moving all the time, it was just I got rid of so much stuff. I'll tell you, like one of the apartments I had, probably it might have been my first apartment. We didn't have anything. We had a futon. I moved out with my girlfriend. We had a futon. We had a television with no cable. We had I did splurge and buy a DVD player, which was big. And I remember, I remember telling her, we can either get cable for a year, or I could buy a DVD player. Back when DVD players were expensive, and so we decided to go DVD player. And I would buy used movies from the used DVD store, and that was our entertainment. But we mostly just had the stereo going. Always had a halfway decent stereo, and yeah. So a futon, a coffee table, used dishes, hand-me-down dishes and silverware. Yeah, that was about it. Whatever furniture I had in my bedroom, and then a bed. That was it. But that's all you needed. I was working 2 jobs and going to school, and no time for anything anyway. But it was fun though. I was like the first of my friends to get an apartment, so they'd always come over every weekend, and yeah, got in a little bit of trouble. did not get out of there unscathed. I might have had a police officer or two tell me I was being a little rowdy. It happens. Anyway, Excalibur. The necessities, exactly. I had beer, vodka, whiskey, and a stereo. That's all you need. That's all you need. All right, here we go. Captain America, 3/42, June 1988. First full appearance of Coach Whip. Coach Whip. But check out that art. Man, this is the stuff that I loved. This is how comic books looked when I was a kid. And that's the art style that I like. I like the way they did the bubbles. I liked the dialogue for the most part. Thor was hard to read for me. I got kind of got annoyed with him. Great character, just but kind of annoying. Hey Trev, good to see you, buddy. Yeah. So what I'm doing is for those of you who've just popped in, is I'm going through my small keys for my bagging and boarding when I'm trying to get everything organized. I printed off all of my cheat sheets to go ahead and label my books so I can put them away. And instead of doing a whole separate video after I get done with this process, I figured I'd just do it at the same time. Just do it at the same time. So Trev, did you ever lose or sell off your collection and have to restart at some point? That's kind of what we were talking about. I sold off my collection because I got tired of moving it, because I used to move basically every year, and just got I don't move that stuff anymore. So sold off a bunch of stuff. And yeah. All right, here we go. Captain America 28, April 2000, written by Dan Jurgens, who does a ton of stuff. First appearance of Protocide, who was the first failed test subject to receive the Super Soldier Serum. Woo, say that 3 times fast. Super Soldier Serum. That is easier said than done, but that is a pretty rad cover. Pretty rad. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me. That's very nice of you. Kiddo is off at a birthday party, a late birthday party. They're doing an escape room, which sounded fun. I've never actually done an escape room, but that's what they're up to tonight. The wife is not feeling 100%, so she is on the couch, just kind of relaxing. She reads on her phone all day. Like, that's her jam. She reads these terrible novels. Like, this is trash, but it makes her happy. Happy wife. You know how it is. So, she's hanging out. I bought her a burrito for dinner. She's like, I can't eat anything. It's okay. Which means I'm going to eat it later. If she doesn't eat it. Or my kid comes home. He's going to come. He'll be hungry when he gets home. Yeah, not bad. Hey, BC. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I haven't done an escape room. I have no idea what that's all about. All right, here we go. Captain America 4, April 2013. Art by John Romita Jr. First appearance of Jet Black as an adult. She's all grows up. There we go. Trying to remember offhand who mom and dad are for Jet Black. I don't remember. Somebody, oh man, I know it's obviously somebody, but like somebody recognizable. Hey, Moon over in Miami. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for popping in. We're just looking at comic books and yakking. So, Trebs, I see yesterday that you are now done with your Afra first appearance run. You have all the covers now. It's pretty amazing. SGA, hey, thanks for stopping. Hey, Scott. Good to see you. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. All right, here we go. Carnage number 10, September 2016. Arc by Mike Del Mundo. Written by Jerry Conway. This is the first appearance of Raze, who is a symbiotic spawn of, I guess, spawned from Carnage somehow. I don't remember it, but I do feel like that's a pretty decent cover. Ooh. The 1 in 25. So if I remember right, the one you just got was not. It was still raw. It wasn't slabbed up and graded. Are you okay with that, or does everything need to be graded? Like in a perfect world, I have my Grail book, right? Like whatever the Grail is, I have it all slabbed up pretty, and then I have a reader copy. And I guess my reader copy doesn't necessarily need to be the original. Like a facsimile would be just fine, but I'd like to be able to read them, which is why I don't have very many slabbed books. But I like them. Don't get me wrong. There we go. Captain America 8. April 1999. This is the unofficial first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. Apparently, Captain America finds Sam Wilson, he discarded a Halloween costume of Captain America, which I thought was kind of an interesting footnote in this one. Sam just wants to be like Cap. Just wants to be like Cap. Anybody excited to see that movie? I think it just came out or it's about to come out. Hey, Ari's World. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. I think today is National Popcorn Day. Like, I had planned on taking the kiddo to the movies. But he had the birthday party and we just went and got some fancy Dungeons and Dragons dice. That's what he wanted to get his friend. And he was like, Daddy, I love this so much. Can I get some too? I'm like, yeah, you can get some too. They're expensive. Why are dice so expensive? But these had like dragon eyes in the middle of them. So you would roll them, and then the dragon eye would look at whatever number you're rolled at. The two dudes who worked at GameStop, who are also apparently Dungeons and Dragons people, were very impressed. They love those very much. They're like, these things sell out so fast. And I'm just thinking, what the heck are you doing charging this for dice? But just because I don't understand it doesn't mean it's not cool, right? I guess. D&D's, I mean, he really the kiddo likes to be the dungeon master. One, because he likes to make the rules. Ooh, felt like something was crawling on me for a second. But he also likes to be able the one coming up with all the creativity, which makes total sense because he's super creative. Man, if I wasn't using my phone right now, I'd show you these two pictures. So yesterday we had my cousin's birthday party, and today he's going to his buddy's birthday party. And we'll always give a gift, but he'll always like draw a card for whatever occasion it is. And he freaking threw down on this one today. So because this kid likes Dungeons and Dragons, and apparently he is, I forgot the name of it. Well, whatever you call two little dragons in Dungeons and Dragons, this kid's character is two little dragons covered in a trench coat. So he drew one of those, and it was amazing. I wish I had that much talent. I don't. This one's gonna get a new bag. I don't like the price tags on them. So same board, new bag. Let's talk about this Iron Man. So right here we have Invincible Iron Man #1, December. That's nice. December 2015. Written by Brian Michael Bendis, art by David Marquez. This is the debut of Iron Man's Model Prime armor. Got a little wraparound action. I like it. I dig it. Yesterday I was talking to the wife. I was like, do you hear that weird sound? It was coming from outside, but it sounded really bizarre. It was like a humming sound. I'm like, do you hear that, or is that just me? And so we got really quiet. And then as we got really quiet, the tiniest little spider came down right between us, and she about lost it. She was like, do you see that? It's a spider. So funny. And then I put the spider outside because I try not to kill them. I don't like to kill anything that eats mosquitoes. It's like if you eat mosquitoes, you're okay with me. Sorry. These bags are too big. This is my Silver Age stuff. Give me just a second. I apologize. That's Silver Age as well. Oh man, I'm gonna be bummed if I have to go and buy more bags again. I just cannot seem to get ahead on this project. I don't think I have very many modern bags left. This is going to be a short video. Oh, I'm so irritated. I want to be done with this project so bad. Back to Amazon, I guess. Oh, sorry. So I got the spider and I put it outside. Like I said, anything that eats mosquitoes is okay with me. But then I realized as soon as I put it outside, it's freezing outside. Like it's literally freezing outside. It's like that. It's gonna die. So maybe I should have just stomped on it. I don't know. Sorry. Hey, Henry. How many comments do I have? I'm going to fill up at least 13 short boxes. And then I pulled out 350, about 370 that are going to go to half price books or something that I don't want anymore. Too many. 500. From BCW. See, is that better than Amazon deals? I've been just picking up stuff at Amazon. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. Let me see if I can find the next one. Here we go. Iron Man 17, Marvel. This is from December 2013. Art by Paul Renaud. This is the first appearance of the Arno Stark. First appearance, full appearance of Arno Stark. Just random facts. And the old Iron Man family. Is that my last one? Dude, I think that was my last one. Oh, no. Okay, I got 2 more left, and then I'm done. Then we're going to have to go back to BCW or... hold on, I'm missing it. Trev, what is... Oh, that's how many books I have? 2,000-ish? Maybe. That sounds right. You know, I'm kicking myself. What I did is I had everything logged in my CLZ, sorry. And it took a lot of time to log everything. I had everything in perfect alphabetical order. And I had these shelves set up. And so I had everything like you would see at a library. And I had little tabs for all the different letters. That my son helped me make, which was fun because we didn't just do A, B, and C. We had a little label maker, and he would do astonishing A's and whatever. So he would do something, some kind of word with it, and it was very, very cute because he was like 7 or something. So I still have those, but I changed the layout in my office, and I got rid of those shelves, so I had to move it, and everything got just so messed up when I moved everything that I basically just wanted to start over again. Because I wasn't using short boxes, I was just using basically my little library system. Um, and I would just pick up little story runs. Mostly, I had picked up little covers I'd like, and we would do little challenges where we'd go to half price books, and the three of us, I'd say, hey, okay, everybody buy 5 comic books or 10 comic books, and then we'll compare, and then see who we'll vote and see who found the coolest comics or something like that. And I mean, I always got to keep them unless he wanted them, and then let my wife do it just so she could play along. Can't uninclude her. That used to be a lot of fun. So I picked up a bunch that way. Plus, I used to get the mystery packs at half price books, and they were awesome because you could get, I think it was 25, a bundle of 25 mystery or 20 for like $5, super cheap. And what I would do is around Christmas time every year, and maybe like one other time throughout the year, if you bought gift cards, they would get for every like $25, they'd give you an extra $5. So I'd buy like 100 plus, then I'd get like 20 bucks free, and that was like 100 comic books right there just for the free comic books. So I would get creative that way to get them as cheaply as I could. So I had a ton of just super random books, and those are the ones that are mostly going away because they don't fit in my collection at all. But I did find some kind of cool books doing it that way. Iron Man 15. This I think is my last one today until I get some more supplies. I'm sorry, but I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It was very nice of you. Iron Man 15, Marvel, November 2013, written by Kieran Gillian, art by Greg Land. This is the debut of Iron Man's modular add-on A and B extensions of Model 42 from Iron Man 1. That was a long one, but mostly just a cool cover. Yeah, like the $20 challenge. It's super fun. Um, but doing it with my son, who at least at the times his limited knowledge was cartoon based, because he wasn't. We didn't really let him see the movies, and he wasn't. He was mostly into cartoon stuff. So he would pick up stuff like, I mean, he'd die if I told you that, but like My Little Pony, because he liked My Little Pony, and stuff like that, and superhero high school girls, because you like that a lot, because those are the cartoons he liked, and Teen Titans and stuff like that. So we would just say, we were very this is, you found a cool cover, and we always encouraged him, because really what we wanted him to do, and he did it quite a bit, not all of them, was to read it. And I just think reading is so important. And yeah, I love that. Like, reading isn't like the first thing he wants to do every day. He's not like, oh man, I really want to read that. But he'll sit and read like adult books, and I love that. I love it that he's not like, oh, you're making me read it. And part of it is that he's getting to read something he likes, although he has to read stuff like Outsiders and things like that for school. But the Star Wars books that he's reading right now are tough. Those are not easy reads. So yeah, man. If I just think if you can get your kids to read, you're doing something right. That's it. So that's it for today. Sorry, I have a big old stack of more stuff to show you guys. I guess we'll wait to see what BCW or Amazon brings me. I think I have an Amazon gift card, so it's probably going to be Amazon, because I like I like free supplies more than anything else. But so appreciate you guys. Yeah, Trev, the names are impossible. They're so hard to pronounce, much less remembering them. I feel like the comic books are a little easier to read than the actual books, because they really go into the lore Like you got to be a hardcore Star Wars person to read those books, because half the time when I'm reading with him, I'm like, what are they talking about? And he's like, oh, this is the planet where blah 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 happened. Oh no, this person's from this da da da, and they would look like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, God, how do you remember all that? But he does because kids are sponges. So make sure that they are, well fed and soaking up the things you want them to soak up, and not things that their friends are doing at school. He is smart. He is. I am very grateful and lucky when I know it. So, all right, that's it. Thank you again so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. Hope y'all had a great weekend, and see you Monday. Bye, y'all.